Welcome back. This week, me and Levi discuss endurance, social media comparisons, a fake active shooter call on a military base, SecDef's meeting with all the generals, a man forces another man who ran his dog over to dig its own grave. And in this week's Am I the Asshole, how much of a discount is too much? We'd like to thank our subscribers, Mark Stadler, Kylie Gangwish, Colby Jordan, Chantel Stadler, Kevin Garahan, Andres Valles the God, Colton Zamerzla, and Pantera Girl. And away we go.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, freak show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back, kids and coaches, to another episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I'm Shane.
Yep. And that's all we have for you today. See ya. No.
Hey, you can't complain if we put something out every week, all right? Even if it's, a minute and a half long.
Listen, sometimes performance issues, they're not uncommon. Sometimes you don't last nearly as long as you're hoping.
Oh, man,
So
which according to my sister is an epidemic.
Wait. What? Why does she know that?
Bro, so a couple weeks back, she's posting on her Snapchat story. She's like, we need to normalize erectile dysfunction. And I was like, it's pretty normal.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about it.
I don't know if you know this, but I get Blue Chew ads like all over the place now. So I don't know what you want, like more than that.
She's like, well, if it's so normal, how come guys lie about it? And I was like, I don't want to have this conversation with you.
Because their egos are fragile.
Look, I was like, I didn't tell her this, but I was like, you just got to be upfront and honest. You know what I mean? Like, hey, the first one's going to go quick.
Yeah.
But we can get back into it.
I'll get you on the back end, though. Yeah.
we
get that one out of the way, and then you're going to probably be annoyed, honestly, because
yeah. Mm-hmm. Dude, I don't know what it is, but like when I was 18, 19, 20, I lived for the second nut, right?
Yeah.
This is a crazy conversation. I lived for it. It was like my fucking it was what I loved, right?
Yeah. The whole round two.
So I can go the second round, but finishing is impossible.
Yeah.
I've got to be going at just the right whatever. I don't know, dude. Maybe that's what it feels like to be a girl every single time. But
you're just so close. You're just so close. Oh, stop. Okay. Nope.
Jesus
Keep going. Oh, yeah.
And in my old age, if I'm sweating, I'm not having fun anymore.
Really?
Yeah. If I start sweating, if I start beating up here and it's like running down my face, not into it anymore. I want to stop. I want you to make the noises that you finish so that I can get the fuck out. Because I hate it, dude. I don't know what it is. Again, as I've gotten older.
I love a good, just sweaty, just romp in the hay. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
There was this one girl that I was hooking up with when I was in Fallon.
Okay.
And this one time, we were stargazing, and then we started doing the thing in the back of my Lincoln.
Nice.
That old Lincoln Town car, leather seats.
Ooh.
Anyway, it got hot real fast, and we were just kind of slipping and sliding all over the place. And I was like, "This is kind of awesome." Not gonna lie. There's something about it. I don't know what it is, but
yeah, when I was in my early to mid 20s, I was all about it. I was like, I don't care. I'm in this till she says, "Are you done?"
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, man, it's like I want to go the second round because I know that first round's gonna be long time in my head, not a long time to her.
Yeah.
That's fine. We can get past that.
Was that 7 days good for you? She's like, it's been 12 seconds, but all right. Damn it. Yeah. It's just there's this one time, me and this girl I was seeing, we was I had popped pretty quick And then I was like, we'll just let me clean up, and then we'll just keep going because I can do that. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
But she got hers a couple times, and she was like looking at me like, "All right, man, I'm pretty good now," And I said, "It's probably not gonna happen again, so we could just stop if you're done." She's like, "Yeah, I'm ready to be done." That's all right.
Yeah,
So,
dude. Like, I used to like that was I used to love that, like, because the first one was whatever, like, fine, I did that, but we can keep going.
yeah,
And then, like, what I used to love to try to do is like pivot into the shower, right? You're in the room, you're doing it, and you're like, you finish once,
yeah.
and then you pivot into the shower, and then you're just kind of like, all right, well, now we're fucking in the shower. You know what I mean?
I don't like the shower. I don't like it.
I don't like it when it's like the showers that most people own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you step into the
every
molding.
fucking shower. I like it when it's one of them fancy showers that just rains from the ceiling.
Those are amazing.
Yeah,
to have
I
sex
bet.
in, by the way.
I fucking bet. Sorry, I don't fucking rob fucking jewelry stores or something. I don't know how you get those showers, but
I've
Fancy
only ever
hotel?
found them I've only ever found them in fancy hotels.
I
Or,
stay
like,
at Holiday Inns, dude. They don't have those there.
I stayed at the La Quinta one time, so I'm pretty much
The old
Oh, dude.
Inn, dude.
So my son had a soccer game today,
Yeah.
and the ref didn't show up. And they're like, well, what are we going to do? And I was like, well, I stayed at the La Quinta Inn last night. I could probably do it.
Did anybody laugh?
No. I was
Damn
so
it.
upset, dude. I was like, that's such a good... Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I love those commercials. And what sucks is, like, the older we get, there's going to be less people that recognize those. Like, I stayed at Holiday Express once. It's like, yeah, I don't know what that means, but okay. Damn it. That and, no, but I played one on TV. It's fucking, like, it's such a old man joke, but I love it. Love it so much. But,
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. No, go ahead. We need to fucking move into the comments, probably.
Yeah. Glitter Lizard in the comments just talking to themselves. This one made me laugh quite a bit because I'm just imagining the whole thing. Said, I have a quote, I put fun in the funeral playlist and a whole plan. No one is allowed entry unless they're in cosplay. Instead of a eulogy, my brother will play bagpipes dressed as the Grim Reaper. In parentheses, he has never played bagpipes before. Then the party will commence, dancing, open bar, etc. Which sounds awesome. I'm in. I don't know you, but I'll be at your funeral. I'm gonna cosplay as me.
Ooh.
Fucking got you, nerd. And then let's see. Oh yeah. This one just made me laugh because it's a good point to bring up. I only leave stars if it's 5 stars, otherwise I decline to rate. More Bush, what's the point of having a cryptid degree if you don't have a cryptid segment?
Who said this?
Glitter Lizard.
Oh, yeah, look, I was given that as an honorary thing. I didn't actually study it all.
Yeah.
I went to DeVry and they just gave me...
Oh no. It's the ITT Technical Institute.
Yeah.
All right.
I learned how to use the gadgets that detect cryptids. Okay?
But you know nothing about them.
Exactly.
So the thing's just going to be detecting the fuck out of something, and you're going to be like, wish I know what to look for now.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's awesome. Anyway, if you're listening to this episode at any point, you're like, man, I got something to say to you, fellas. I'll give you a piece of my mind. You can go
should.
to YouTube. You probably should. And then leave a comment. You could timestamp, tag the timestamp of where your comment is coming from. So yeah, do that. And be part of the conversation, you know. Be part of us. One of us. Yeah. So what?
I was gonna say, I just found more proof that if we were girls, we'd be more popular today.
Yeah.
I found this podcast. They're funny enough. It's called the Pillow Fort, the Cozy Pillow Fort, or something like that. I'll have to look it up. Either way,
Solid name. It's fun.
They
know?
have like terrible audio, and they have like so many listens, and I'm just like, if I just had boobs, we'd be famous.
The problem is we do have boobs, just
That's
not the
fair.
right kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to bring me down.
Well, I would just leveling with you, man. Yeah. This is a thought process that I've had for a long time before I even started podcasting, because on the internet it is a just death by comparison fucking gauntlet, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And being somebody who posts semi-unfrequently on Instagram of my artwork, when I do that, I go through and scroll through and see stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's cool, yeah. And then inevitably come across a post of a pretty nice looking lady and her pretty okay art, and I wouldn't have that many follows if you added every social media account I have put together, but it's fine, it's cool, whatever.
I promise we don't hate women.
I don't hate women. I support talented artists, and many of my friends are women who are also very talented. What I don't support is the women who, quite frankly, don't try to be any more talented at all. They just, and you know, because they put themselves in the picture so often. I'm rarely ever seen with my art because I know it'll scare people, so I don't do that. But you know, there's a girl on TikTok that I see every now and then, and she's very talented and she's an attractive lady, and she seems pretty funny too. And I'm just like, I hate you. You just got it all. Oh, must be nice. Yeah. So that's what it's like, just being bitter old me, you know, just hanging out.
I love it.
I follow her and I support her stuff, so it's not like. But there's like a little part of my thought process that's like, cool. But yeah, maybe if I like took myself more seriously at fucking anything and like actually dedicated a reasonable amount of time to it instead of fucking off most of the time and then like, I'm just gonna start drawing randomly again, and then
yeah.
Anyway,
there's this girl that I follow on Instagram who just makes sandwiches.
are they at least appealing looking?
The sandwiches look amazing.
Okay, that's
but
good.
she is also very, very attractive, and her boobs are in like every shot with the sandwich.
You know what this conversation reminds me of is in the early years of YouTube, well, not even early, probably around the 2011 mark,
Yeah.
there was this girl who played guitar, and her tits were just out. She was very pretty, and I don't know if she was any good or not. And I know it's like I know that she knows her market. She knows what she's doing. She's doing covers of like Back in Black and shit, like getting all the old dudes all riled up. Oh shit, you know. But
Yeah.
it just it's like, all right, why you gotta have it all, man? You just fuck off. Let those hobbies are supposed to be for ugly people to have a chance, you know. And when you come in here with your normal face and your pretty stuff, I'm I'm like, well, cool. Now I have to fight even harder to even get 3 people to look at my things.
Oh man.
I also told one of my friends who used to be like pretty into doing Twitch,
Yeah.
that he should just hire a stripper to sit in front of the camera for him.
Dude. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
I think about that sometimes.
Yeah.
When you watch those girls on
strippers.
Twitch, not real strippers too, but just
Yeah.
when you're watching girls on Twitch, it's like, I know there are girls who are super
Yeah.
good at games. Like I know there are.
Yeah.
I'm not taking away from that. But every now and then I'm like, is this girl actually playing, or does she have someone in the back playing for her and she's just
Yeah.
there like making call outs and fucking
Yeah.
making click noises?
Reading the fucking chat and
Yeah.
bouncing in her chair a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I think it would be super easy if you had an attractive girlfriend and you
Yeah.
were good at the game and you just wanted to hang out with her. You could have her fake play essentially, and you play behind her,
Yeah.
and you spend time together and you make money together.
Yeah. But you can't let the fans know that she's got a boyfriend, because that's also part of the thing.
Yeah, yeah. She
Remember,
has to be
like all these fucking Twitch streamers got, I don't even, like, they just got a bunch of flack, like, oh, you got a boyfriend, huh? Weird. I thought we were in love. And it's like, wait, hold on. What? You fucking tricked me. I donated to your page because I thought you were single.
dude. That's like that shit that we covered a couple months back, where like the guys were finding out that the OnlyFans models weren't the ones responding to the OnlyFans messages.
Yeah.
It's like, of course, bro.
Yeah. You think they got time to do that? They're busy, like, getting banged on a yacht somewhere, dude. It's,
We're recording content you're gonna beat off to later.
yeah. And I don't blame them. Good for them. It's
Hell
smart.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I got to tell you, I have all the time in the world and I still don't want to post on my social medias. So it's like,
I
get
would
it.
love to manage someone's OnlyFans for them.
yeah.
Just
We could do
like,
it.
I mean,
If you need, a couple of fellows, we know what men want, Oh my God, this reminds me. I was watching Love After Lockup, obviously, and there's this. Oh man, they are the fucking worst. The girl in the relationship was dating this guy while he's in prison, and also had like an on again, off again thing with another guy who was in prison, and they got
Jesus.
out around the same time, and then it just obviously didn't work out super well, but the guy she didn't know for a long time ended up marrying her, and she's pregnant with this kid, and they are like going through something. She had the kid and he doesn't want to have sex with her anymore, and so she's like, something's up, and she makes him take a lie detector test to prove that he's not cheating on her, and he's like, okay. Fucking done. So taking the lie detector test, and it's like, are you cheating on her? No, nothing, all these questions. And then at one point he's like, have you interacted with people online, men or women, for sexual purposes? And he said no, and it like
oh shit.
and she's like blows up. And then he's after the test is done, he's like, I answered that because like the reason that flagged is because she made me start an OnlyFans. I film content with her, and then there's a lot of dudes that were fucking reach out to me, and I have to talk to them so they'll give me money. This was all her idea, and she's like blowing up like she didn't know about it because she's crazy.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
me think. So I have a buddy. He was with this girl, and I think I've talked about this on the show before, but while they were dating, he sold like stuff on OnlyFans, but to mainly dudes. It's like they were paying for his underwear and shit.
Yeah.
And he would use the money to take them on dates. Like he like, you know what I mean? Like he was literally just doing it to make money. And then it was almost like the way he tells the story is almost like she forgot that that he had told her that he was doing it. And
Yeah.
so whenever she found out, she was like, I can't, I don't feel right using that money and blah 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 blah. And she like blew up on him. And so I need to know women in the comments.
This is the lady right here. This is probably the most recent version of her. This is actually that scene that she's confronting him. This is like the next episode. He's working out at the gym, and he's like, "You want to come to the gym with me?" And she's like, "Yeah, I just want to say what's going on there." That's how she talks. That's not even like a caricature. That's pretty accurate.
Okay.
And he's at the gym, and this girl who works out at the gym comes over and is asking him what he's doing, what he's working on, and is like, "Hey, keep up the good work." And he's like, "Yeah, you too. You're looking good. Like things are going well with your gym stuff." She's like, "Is this what you're doing? You're sexing up bitches at the gym?" And he's like, "No, that's like pretty common gym talk. Like when you actually work out, and he didn't say this part, but when you actually work out instead of just getting plastic surgery to make yourself look better, that's what happens. People are like, 'Hey, you're doing great.'" But yeah, they're a shit show. Pretty funny though. I like watching that show because it makes me feel better about everything. So, let's see. What do we got in the news this week? We got some fun stuff. I'm gonna start off with a semi-funny one. It's not really super funny, but I don't know. I'll I'll just read it. So, a person who is a civilian employee of the Department of the Navy was charged reporting an active shooter at the New Jersey Joint Base last week. She called this active shooter she called it in, and her thought process was that she wanted to trauma bond with her colleagues.
Okay.
Feels like there's better ways to do that than putting an entire base on lockdown. But, what do I know? Yeah, she made it up. She carried this hoax out because she had been ostracized by her coworkers and hoped that their shared experience in response to an active shooter would allow them to trauma bond. So, what do you think of that?
I think it's amazing. I think that everyone should do that. Actually, it's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
there's got to be a better way. I don't know, go to the bar and get blackout drunk. You could trauma bond that way.
Yeah. What's crazy to me is that when I first read this, I was like, oh, there's somebody that this person likes on base, because trauma bonding to me is not I'm trying to get the team to like me. It's I'm trying to get closer to this person. If I don't feel safe and I have them save me or some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of funny because there was, again, this isn't actually funny, but the situation that unfolded is kind of funny. So there's a guy that I know who's in the reserves, and they were at doing their reserve stuff, and they had a suspected active shooter nearby, and him and this other person, they were under a desk hiding in this place, and they the tensions got to them and they started macking, which is crazy. But hey, you don't know how long you're gonna live. I guess make out with people,
Oh, I get it. Oh, dude, we could die right now, so you might as well blow me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could get shot in a second. There's an active shooter. That's terrible, but I see what's going on here.
Yeah, the tension of the the situation, some people reacted different ways. What are you doing over there?
Huh?
Fucking tweeting?
Yeah, duh.
Pay attention to me.
I am paying attention to you. I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
I can hear everything. I have headphones on. I can hear exactly what you're saying.
I know, but I need eye contact.
Jesus.
You're like,
look. I'm actually reading a really good book right now.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to need to read it. It's called Models. I don't know why it's called Models, but the guy talks a lot about not being needy. I'm going to have to pass it on to you, okay?
Well, here's the thing is I just figured since we're doing this like podcast where we're supposed to be interacting and you're
I am interacting with you, you son of a bitch.
barely he's not paying attention as nearly as much as he could. Is that in your
Okay.
book?
Probably.
Did you read or have you read or listened to any of SecDef's fucking SecDef Hexeth's
I wish that I had,
speech?
but I have not.
Yeah. Have you caught any of the bullet points, perhaps in headlines or anything?
The one that I keep hearing about is PT every day, but
Yeah. That's, I would say, probably on the lower end of the list. But, it is kind of funny to me. So I didn't watch it in full because I don't have 45 minutes to dedicate listening to this dude talk. Maybe if he was like saying something profound, but most of it is just like, we need to stop having dudes in dresses and fucking liberals. Boom. It's like when Lois is running for mayor and she just keeps saying 9/11 and everybody starts cheering. Like he expects that to happen because he hits these like keywords, but
yeah.
he's talking to all of the generals and admirals and people like from all over the place. They fucking got them all into one location. Seems like a really bad move security wise, but beyond that, also logistically, how expensive was that? And then he's just talking to them as if he's Patton getting ready to load the tanks up and storm Normandy. He's like, hey, fucking we are war fighters and all of this bullshit doesn't matter. And you can make an argument that makes sense, but what doesn't make sense to me is if this was really an issue that you were genuinely concerned about, there wouldn't be video of it. It's such a, I need everybody to see me talking to all these generals so they know that I am a big boy who goes pee-pee in a potty. So, that's kind of how it felt to me. It's like
because he definitely could have just did all this through like Department of Defense, fucking just put out a bunch of like this is gonna happen, boom boom boom, and never made a big speech. So I could see that.
Yeah, and then like a lot of the stuff that he's talking about is just very performative, and there's the PT stuff. I get it. Cool. That makes sense. It has been rolled back. It's been, they've been making it easier or whatever.
Yeah.
Great. Cool. You want people to be in shape. That's awesome. But again, do we need to go out and go film this whole thing and then go, there's a bunch of fat soldiers out there and a lot of fat generals too. Fucking in front of all of these generals. And so I got curious and I started looking up this guy a little more, and he actually wrote a book that is essentially this speech, but, in written form. And it's called The War on Warriors, because if there's anything to know about American military, it's that it's under attack. Our warriors, they just ain't warrioring, we haven't, had a stranglehold on a section of the globe for however long. We don't have military people literally everywhere, but it's the fucking LGBTQ, it's the woke, it's the trans, lesbian, black people that are just making warriors not warriors. And this whole book is just nonstop complaining about that kind of stuff.
Okay.
It's, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's also interesting because he's just kind of been like this forever, it appears. They just go and do a brief overview of some of the things that he has done. He was a publisher of the Princeton Tory, which is their newspaper when he was at Princeton. And he in that published an editorial against the New York Times that they were going to start publishing marriage announcements for gay marriage, and this is before the gay marriage was legalized everywhere. But so this is the kind of guy that we got. He's like, I got big opinions and I don't like gay people, basically, and and I think that woke is bad. Okay. So what am I gonna do about it? Well, I'm just gonna put on my big boy pants and I'm gonna talk to all the generals and get a little sad in the face when they don't clap, because there's a couple of points where you could tell he was expecting somebody to clap and he just didn't get it, and it seemed die a little inside, which is rewarding. But what I don't get is, like, what are these things? Like, the he has been loudly a proponent of ignoring the Geneva Convention. He is very much into, we need bloodthirsty, hardened motherfuckers doing this shit. Like, what have we been doing over the last however many years that we've needed anything like that? And also, how are the things that we're following and have been following really impeding our mission success? Because so far in my entire life, everything that we've done militarily, like, we've achieved and accomplished. Like, we left places and then they crumble. Like, we're clearly holding that stuff up this with our overweight and lesbian troops that don't do anything, I guess. But so it's kind of weird to me.
I don't know, man. I think it's the same thing that happens with when you get a new boss or you get a new, like, whoever, a new leader in a position. Like, their go-to thing is to, like, change shit in a drastic manner so they can go, yeah, I did this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I agree with the PT every day thing, but it's not even, that doesn't even affect everyone. Like, if you, in his speech, he says PT every day for combat
for infantry
or combat
guys.
people.
Yeah.
So that's not going to fix anything, because the combat people aren't the ones who are overweight.
Yeah,
I would say,
and I'm pretty sure they PT every day anyway. Like, that's kind of their whole thing.
But I also think that we need to use a little common sense. Like, as aircraft mechanics, why the fuck do I need to be in tip-top shape? I can still turn a wrench. Yeah. I mean, I've seen enough civilian contractors on base, vastly out of weight, who work us under the table. Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking Boeing guys just... Yeah.
They have full beards and they have fucking beer bellies and they're happy as fuck.
Yeah.
And they work circles around us.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I think it really depends on, like, what the job is you're supposed to be doing. I think it should depend on, like, the, like, standard of, like, in shape you should be.
Another part of it is part of his speech is talking about oversight and inspector general's processes, and the tips that we're getting. We want to make sure that they have credible evidence, and then any repeat complaints are going to be held up to scrutiny, which is like, okay, but also that could be bad, like, in terms of, well, what kind of processes are we trying to inhibit? So a lot of people are assuming that he's kind of wanting to roll back a lot of the, dapper type things, which could be bad.
Yeah.
Because I get it. You don't want people going out there and falsely accusing people and putting other people's, careers on the line. But then at the same time, there's still a fucking crazy problem with it. Like,
oh yeah,
was it 2 years ago that army girl, she went missing after filing something, and then they found her dead? Like,
oh yeah.
It's stuff like that people are like, hey man, seems like a pretty good thing to have in place. And also, again, not really inhibiting our warfighting standard. Like, it's not like, well, before Saigon fell, somebody accused somebody else of impropriety, and it's like, what are we doing? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. But okay, I got one. I'm gonna do your dog story. And then I'll be
Okay,
done.
sweet.
So in Texas, a guy found his dog, which had been ran over, and he proceeded to do his best John Wick impression, which I support. He held the driver hostage at gunpoint and then forced him to dig the animal's grave. Again, understandable. And also, such a thing to happen in Texas. Like, I'm surprised he got arrested. It seems like a very, yeah, well, what do you want, dude? He killed your dog. I get it. All right, see you later.
I know that's supposed to be illegal, but if you ran my dog over, I'd be pretty upset about it. So
yeah,
I could see.
Yeah. He also kind of robbed the guy a little bit, but hey.
That's restitution for the dog.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: is he so he buried the dog, and then once the dog was buried, he went into his house, came back out with an AR rifle, an AR style rifle, and then forced the guy to go back to his car and then to an ATM to get cash as pay as compensation for the dog's life, which
Hell
was
yeah.
$200. So there's even video of from the ATM, because the ATM's got the little cameras in there.
Yeah.
Which I would love to see, but anyway.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, he didn't kill the guy. He just expedited a court case. Like, I gotta take you to the fucking court now because you killed my dog, and I gotta tell a judge, I gotta define how much damage this caused me, and blah blah blah. And I'm just gonna skip all that process. We're just gonna go to the ATM, and you're gonna help me dig a hole.
I like it. Just
Understandable
expedited process.
Yeah. Honestly, he should use that argument in court. Your Honor, I was just trying to save you some time, and look at us now. What are we doing? I rest my case.
Oh, I love it. All right. Time for this week's segment of Guess That Movie. And if you guess before Levi does, timestamp it and then put it in the comments.
Yeah. All right.
All right. First actor, Mike Epps.
Okay.
Brian Callen.
The Hangover.
Motherfucker. There's no way anyone got that faster. That's insane.
That's crazy. That's so funny. I about just said Friday after you said Mike Epps, but he was in Friday, the next Friday or whatever. He wasn't in the first one. But yeah, come on, man. I'll be your Doug.
Oh yeah. What's funny is under When you're looking at the cast, under his name it says Mike Epps and it says Black Doug.
Yeah. No, that's Black Doug. Hey, easy with that shit, man. I love that. There's a quote from that movie from him that I think about all the time. And they're like explaining the situation of like how he's probably on the roof because he threw the fucking thing off and they all got roofied, and Mike Epps' character is just like listening to them talk about it. He's like, you guys are all fucking retarded, you know that? Like that, him saying that goes through my mind probably once or twice a week. And it's usually me looking at people doing very dumb stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. If you made it this far, stop what you're doing, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to hear your name at the beginning of the episode, go to Linktree/wokpod, WOKPOD. And let's get into this week's Am I the Asshole? All right. Am I the asshole for using my aunt's personal employee discount code to buy clothes? My aunt, 42 female, works for a major clothing brand in a senior position. Employees get a personal discount code. Hers is usually 50 to 75% off.
Yeah.
That she can use, and it varies based on the position. My aunt sends me the code saying, "If you need anything, here's my employee code."
Oh.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Okay.
I was excited because I love the brand and wanted to update my wardrobe, and money has been tight with school and all. I ended up buying a decent amount of clothes, probably more than I normally would have if I didn't have the discount.
Yeah.
When she found out how much I purchased, she was angry with me. Now she's making me feel bad for using it, like I took advantage of her and I'm feeling guilty. She did send me the code voluntarily and she didn't say there was a limit. But if it's her own corporate perk, maybe I crossed the line and she could get in trouble. So am I the asshole?
No, she should have gave you the stipulations. If she wanted you to follow a certain amount, she should have told you that.
Yeah.
My personal experience with working at places that give you discounts, like especially retail, it's usually there's a window. You can spend up to this amount at a discounted rate, right? And I assume they just probably went over that, but that's her fault for not telling you. So, no.
So I agree with you. I agree that she's not the asshole, but and I think maybe it's a case of people not reading, but this got a everyone sucks here type thing.
Wow. Okay.
The number one comment: everyone sucks here. She should have told you to use it within reason. You should have used common sense. Hold on a second.
Common sense with
what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah. It's a discount. It's not like you're taking free stuff. If it was free stuff, I would have, use some common sense, but you are using a discounted rate for clothing, which, mind you, if the company is giving the discount, it's still above margin just slightly. Like, it's usually cost plus like a small percentage. So what common sense do they need to use? I'm so confused.
Yeah.
You need to use more common sense and just assume that you can't spend a lot of money using a discount, which people normally use a lot of money to use their discount because they're like, well, hey, I might as well fucking ball out right now because who knows next time this is going to happen.
Oh, man. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank our friends, the Macabre Emporium, A Real Creature Feature, the Intercepted Signals podcast, the History Goon.
Ooh.
Let's go. And then, of course, the Remedial Scholar. And if you should be on the lookout because I popped over onto Remedial Scholar and did an episode with Levi. It was pretty fun. You should check it out.
Yep, do the thing. Listen to all of our friends. Tell them who sent you. And that's it. I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.